Hello and welcome again to the Sunday Poem with Joe. I want to do a very special poem for you this week. It was written by William Butler Yeats and it's called The Stolen Child. Nobody ever summed up the concept of the changeling better than Yeats did, in my opinion, in this poem, The Stolen Child. The changeling, of course, is where it was said the fairies had the ability to swap one of their children for a human child. And so the humans ended up with this very strange little individual growing up in their family, and the fairies made off with a human child. And I heard one time that it was very important because it gave both sides a benefit, in that the fairies needed an infusion now and again of humankind to give them a physicality. And the benefit for the human beings was it gave them an artistic flair, without which we wouldn't have had any Bonos or Sineads or Shanes or all of the wonderful artists that we have known down through the years. We would just be mammals out in the field without that fairy influence. That was the way I heard it anyway. Here is the poem The Stolen Child by William Butler Yeats. Where dips the rocky highland of Sloot Wood in the lake, there lies a leafy island where flapping herons wake the drowsy water rats. There we've hid our fairy vats full of berries and reddest stolen cherries. Come away, O human child, to the waters and the wild, with a fairy hand in hand, for the world's more full of weeping than you can understand. Where the wave of moonlight glosses the dim grey sands with light, far off by furthest rosses we foot it all the night, weaving olden dances, mingling hands and mingling glances, till the moon has taken flight. To and fro we leap, and chase the frothy bubbles, while the world is full of troubles, and anxious in its sleep. Come away, O human child, to the waters and the wild, with a fairy hand in hand, for the world's more full of weeping than you can understand. Where the wandering water gushes from the hills above Glencar, in pools among the rushes that scarce could bathe a star, we seek for slumbering trout, and whispering in their ears, bring them unquiet dreams, leaning softly out from ferns that drop their tears over the young streams. Come away, O human child, to the waters and the wild, with a fairy hand in hand, for the world's more full of weeping than you can understand. Away with us he's going, the solemn-eyed. He'll hear no more the lowing of the calves on the warm hillside, or the kettle on the hob sing peace unto his breast, or see the brown mice bob round and round the oatmeal chest, for he comes, the human child, to the waters and the wild, with a fairy hand in hand, from a world more full of weeping than he can understand. The Stolen Child by William Butler Yeats. Thank you for joining me again in the second of the series, the Sunday Night Poem with Joe. I'll see you here this time next week. In the meantime, be kind and be sweet to one another. Life is too short to be any other way. Thanks again. Bye for now.